All right, fastest 15 minutes on the internet, fastest 15 minutes in social media. My name is Judson Powell. All right, so last couple of days I've been talking about these numbers and how they are, to me they're fudging the numbers. And today I went and I kind of I researched it, and so I got receipts. I got receipts, y'all. Okay. So, first of all, let's talk about Trump. Trump and his family trust, has an interest in this medicine that they're giving everybody, and they started giving it to people in the African country of Togo, and it was made with the French. It was made with the French country, with France, and Togo was a country that was colonized by who? The French. So anyway, so they're giving it to people. People are dying from this drug. People are getting sick from this drug that they're trying to test over there in the West African country of Togo. All right. So just want y'all to know what's they're also, from what I understand, I read one report. I don't know how true it is, but they said that in some prisons and jails, they're actually testing it out as well. So, but I don't have any proof of that. So right now, it's just a conspiracy theory. All right, anyway. So, worldwide, to this point, there are 1,447,412 confirmed cases of the virus. All right. There are 344,000 people that got well. Okay, so out of the 1,444,000, 34,000 of those people recovered. I don't know. There's no figure about the rest of the people, but it says that, and out of that, 91,700 people died. Okay. Here in the United States, we have 454,222 confirmed cases. And this was as of 20 minutes before I made this video. All right, so 20 minutes before I made this video, 454,222, 24,723 of those people recovered, and 15,923 of those people died. Okay. So let's do some analyzation, because all these articles and all this news reports, and we got everybody like your boy, Dr. Fushi and all that, and people are Trump is coming on there and everything, and they act like they got the situation handled. But my main concern is, why are they using black folks for guinea pigs? Okay, and this is why I want to know. Okay, so then the Center for Disease Control has a list, and they have it listed by ranking and country in the number of confirmed deaths. Okay, at the top of that list is the United States of America. Second would be Spain, Italy, Germany, France, China, Iran, Turkey, Belgium, Switzerland, the Netherlands, and Canada. Now we have something that we can hang our hat on with that, because guess what? There's not one single African or Caribbean, anybody in the diaspora. There's not one single one there. The closest one that I would really consider to be diasporic is Brazil, and Brazil is I think number 15. All right, so but in the top 10, there is no African country. So then I was like, well, let me so the top African country, all right, in deaths, all right, is South Africa. Okay, and what do we know about South Africa? There's a lot of white people in South Africa. Okay, so now let's keep going. All right, so the highest number. The African country with the highest number of deaths is Ghana. Okay. And I just talked to my boy from Ghana the other day, and you know what he told me? And this is on my own independent research. And he said out of those, there are 313 deaths. And out of the 313 deaths, all of them basically were people from other countries that came to Ghana to visit. As far as Ghanaian citizens, I think he said out of the 313, like 25 of them were Ghanaian. And that was because they were taking care of the other sick people that came to Ghana. The same thing is true according to what they're saying in Nigeria. Nigeria has 288 deaths. Okay, Kenya on the east coast of Africa has 184, and where they're doing those trials, where they're giving people this medicine and these vaccinations and doing all this crazy stuff, they literally have 73 deaths. They have less than 100 deaths. Okay, so we're talking. They're just like going over there. They don't and have had no more. And I checked that out too. They have had no more new infections. Neither has Ghana or Nigeria. There are no more new infections. Okay, so they have stopped everything. Ghana and Nigeria have quarantined everybody. All right, so everybody they're all quarantined. Everybody that was sick is quarantined, and most of the people that were sick, they got well. All right, so now what does this say? We're talking about, so most of the cases still, let's analyze this, like they always trying to analyze our stuff, talking about how many black people are dying and this, that, and the other thing. But guess what? There's a chart, okay, on the Center for Disease Control and on the World Health Organization websites. All right, there is a chart, and it shows like a graph where most of the infections and most of the deaths are taking place. They are in Europe. Okay. Africa, they had this one chart where they got the areas covered blue. The United States is covered all blue, even though that's not even true for the United States. And in Africa, Africa is clear. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. And so when we were saying that black people are not susceptible, and then Bill O'Reilly, somebody I don't really like a whole lot, but even a broken clock is right twice a day. So your boy Bill, he said all of the black people that they're reporting that are dying from coronavirus, he's like, they already were on their last leg. They were already sick. He was like 95% of the people that they're reporting on were already about to die or close to dying. And we've seen reports now, since people like me been yelling and screaming about it. Now we have reports coming out. What are they saying? They're saying that they are telling them, they are literally telling them, if somebody black dies, list the cause of death as coronavirus, not the actual cause of death. Because you remember, and then because yesterday I kept saying, I was like, well, did they engineer this virus then just for us? But no, it couldn't be, because so many white people are dying. The majority of the people that have died from this virus are white. They are Europeans. All right. And according to that chart, according to who went down, okay, Spain, Italy, Germany, France, and China, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go all the way down to number 6 and number 7 before we get to anybody that's even of color. I mean, you can make the argument for, maybe a little bit for Spain, but Germany, France, Spain, Italy, and the United States. And then, remember, and then Canada is still, Canada is in the top, but guess what? And then we got this thing over here, and we're talking about, we look down, and I was just like trying to say, because I do study, a lot of stuff. And I was like, yeah, most of those countries were involved in the slave trade. Okay, it's not funny, but it's funny, right? You got Spain, Italy, all the countries that, because remember the Spanish, that's why the Spanish were like killing everybody in Florida and the Caribbean and everywhere. You got Italy, that basically was like, we discovered everything. They changed the names of Africa, changed the names of, changed the name of America and everything else. Those are Italian names. Okay, then France and Germany. Let's not talk. And look, and then we could even go to more recent history, like during World War II and stuff like that, and all the stuff that they did. So people kept asking me to, speak on it from a spiritual or from a karma standpoint. Figure it out. Spiritual, and then we got what President Trump was calling all the shithole countries. None of those shithole countries have any deaths, y'all. Or if they do, they can count them on one hand. All right. So all the shithole countries, but those good countries like Switzerland and the Netherlands and Belgium, because Belgium is like right next to France, so it's like so. I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there. All right. And then if you go to the Louvre Museum, in fact, I got a picture of my granddaughter standing in front of the Louvre Museum. And it's funny because what do they have outside of the Louvre Museum? A pyramid. They got pyramids. They stole more. Look, France and Benin and right now, like I said, they running the trials in Togo. All of those countries were what? They were colonized by the French. And the French perpetuated the slave trade. Not to mention they stole all the treasures, the art, the fabrics, all of those things. They just robbed those parts of the universe blind. They went and just robbed them blind, and the same thing. And then we get all the way down here. I forgot. Oh. Hold on. What did I do? I got to make sure I got. Oh, and then I forgot the UK. The UK is also in the top 10. So the United Kingdom, right? Also in the top 10. And even where, and then you look at Canada, which is basically, the United Kingdom West. United Kingdom West, So that's basically what Canada is, because basically it's a British colony, just above the former British colony, so that they could keep something. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is that unless you got a pre-existing condition, and I know everybody gonna be, you shouldn't say that, they need to take it serious. But look, most of these people that are dying, they are, like Bill O'Reilly said, they were already on death. And I've been telling y'all that. I've been like, look, these people have compromised immune system. And see, later on, they stopped reporting that stuff. There have been very few healthy people. And this is the other thing. The healthy people that have died is because they refused them treatment and refused them to test. I've read all of these articles. That's what I'm saying. When black people go, they don't treat them. And they refuse to test them. If you are not completely 100% asymptomatic and you walk in a hospital, I spoke to a nurse today, and you know what she told me? She said they don't even have enough tests. And that's why I read an article that they tested a tiger in the zoo. So you mean to tell me they don't have enough tests for people, but y'all testing tigers at the zoo? Really? But y'all won't. But if I walk in and I say, I got a cough and a fever and a sore throat, y'all won't test me. Get out of here, son. I'm telling you, that's why I keep telling y'all, it's not that I'm a conspiracy theorist. It's that stuff has to be checked out. You can't just accept what the media says, and you cannot accept what Trump and the government say. And I keep telling y'all, I don't even trust your boy. I don't trust him. Can't trust him. Don't trust him. No. I don't trust none of these people. So that's why I look at stuff for myself and I think for myself, and and get that down. Anyway, Fast 15 Minutes is up. Like, subscribe, hit the love button, hit the melanin button, because melanin is back. Melanin is back. I love y'all.